Petrol was at first regarded as a completely useless byproduct. Its vapour was so dangerously inflammable. But it was also realised that it was an enormously potent source of energy. We can show you this with this modified firework mortar. This obviously isn't an experiment to do at home, but if Rex puts a teaspoonful of gunpowder down the mortar, and using the lager can as the projectile, oh dear, well, it's not very powerful. Well, now we're going to compare this with a teaspoonful of petrol and see how far that goes. This time we're igniting it with a spark plug in the side. You can see what an enormous amount of energy there is in the petrol. Although it's hard to believe, this isn't actually an explosion. It's just a very rapid combustion, a very rapid fire. The early internal combustion engines were often called explosion engines, though, and I think it's really a much more appropriate name. The great attraction of the explosion engine is the enormous power it has for its size and weight. This is the smallest engine we could find, complete with fuel tank behind, used for model aeroplanes. Even this has enough power to pull Rex round at quite a speed, though it takes a bit of time to gather momentum. The power of any modern car engine is quite awesome. Even a basic one is rated at about 60 horsepower. That's literally equivalent to the power of 60 horses. The first successful explosion engine was built by an inventor called Etienne Lenoir in 1859. He simply threw away the boiler of a steam engine and modified it so that it would ignite the piped gas supplied for lighting. Unfortunately, the violence of the explosions tended to damage the piston and valves, and it was much less efficient than the original steam engine.
Ooh, sit down. Monsieur, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Ça s'y oublie, ça oublie, alors la nuit, hein.
However, his engine inspired other inventors, including a German wholesale grocery salesman called Nicholas Otto.
It's lost. Herr Otto. Enchanté.
Otto came up with an engine that was much more efficient. His engines were immediately successful, and he sold over 35,000 to power factories and workshops.